My name's Kevin, and I'm the inventor of Motobag. My team and I put together this great new product that's going to change the way the world travels. So, here's the scenario. You just arrived at the airport, you need to make your flight. Do you want to walk or do you want to ride? And here we go. Today, we have the Motobag. It's 3 times faster than walking. It's TSA and FAA compliant, so you can actually fly with it. Goes right into your overhead, 22 by 14 by 9. You got 85% of the storage space that you'd have from a regular carry-on. It's able to charge your devices. You have an optional GPRS, GSM tracking mechanism, so you can keep track of your luggage wherever it is and never have to worry about losing it again. It really changes your experience at an airport. So what do you think for next trip? Motobag?
Yeah. Motobag, for sure.
All of this into a carry-on size bag. We wanted to retain at least 85% of the interior. We've got CNC machine steering column, telescoping aluminum bars, foot pegs that pop out. We've got a lot of stuff that isn't on anything that's currently on the market.
We've gone through proof of concept and we've had over 1,000 people ride them. The response continues to be unanimously positive. No matter who you put on the bag, once if you hit the pegs or they hit the throttle, it's just a smile. Not only is it super functional, it's an incredible amount of fun.
Hello and welcome to Hide-A-Ride. Hide-A-Ride is the unique bicycle storage system that keeps your bike safe and out of the way by storing it parallel to your ceiling. It is extremely easy to use and the absolute best way to keep your bike indoors without having to give up valuable floor space. Ideal for storing bikes in tight places where floor space is a premium, Hide-A-Ride requires no more space.
This is Clug. Clug is a wonderfully small and easy to install clip that gives your bike a hug and helps keep things tidy around your home. It's the same size and half the weight of a kiwi fruit. Its name sounds like a drain cleaner, but it isn't. And as you'll see from this demo, it's much easier to install than Windows 95. And it will turn virtually anywhere you can think of into somewhere your bike can live. We faced a problem here at Hurdler Studios every day. We'd come into work with our bikes, but we had no good place to store them when we got here. With problem in hand, we set out designing the details to get a shape that feels effortless to clug your bike into place. We've gone through a pile of iterations, tested to the point of breaking, and kept designing until we got everything just right. Thank you.
The barricade box is a very simple, fast, and secure solution to barricading yourself within a room. It doesn't violate safety codes, and it can work on nearly any door with a handle that swings inward or outward. The barricade box is simple to install and easy to apply. In less than 7 minutes, the barricade box can be installed in any wood, steel, or masonry door frame and can be applied by any child in less than 7 seconds. You simply remove the cover, pull the cord, wrap around the handle, and secure into the barricade box. Any attempt to breach the door when the barricade box is applied simply cinches down the Kevlar cord even more. The applications for the barricade box are endless, whether it's schools, offices, churches, or even safe rooms inside your own home. The barricade box uses a Kevlar cord. With over 2,000 pounds of tensile strength, it's burn-proof and cut-resistant. As a parent of 3 young kids and a husband to a teacher, when I developed the barricade box, I really took into consideration my own child's safety and security.
More and more vineyards are going organic, and that's great because that means less pesticides and chemicals in our wine. But wineries still need to use preservatives to ensure that wine doesn't go bad during production. One of my first roles at the winery was adding sulfites to the grapes after they were harvested. And that's when I realized how intense these chemicals really are. That being said, I understand the important role they play in modern winemaking on an industrial scale. But if I could remove preservatives from our wine before I drank it, I definitely would.
Sulfites are an essential preservative in winemaking. They're the reason we can enjoy wines from all over the world. Because without sulfites, the wine would never have survived the trip from the vineyard to your glass. But when you're ready to drink the wine, that job is done. So removing sulfites with Ulo lets you bring the wine back to its original state, as if you were drinking it right at the vineyard. This is how Ulo works. You pour your wine through, and the sulfites are retained on a filter material while everything else in the wine just flows right past, completely unaffected. That's selective sulfite capture, and it's important because we want to maintain the original taste and character of the wine and only remove that one thing, sulfites. We know that aeration can be really important for wine. For red wines in particular, it boosts the flavors that are already there. But we know it's not as necessary for white wines. So Ulo had to have the option of turning the aerator on or off. Wine's unique because it works in so many different settings. We can drink it socially, we can have a glass by ourselves. We knew that and designed Ulo to integrate into a glass carafe or decanter if you're serving an entire bottle. But if you're looking to have just a single glass for yourself, it rests on top of your wine glass as well. When developing Ulo, we've worked together to make sure that Ulo always preserves the integrity, the character, and the flavor of any wine. I didn't doubt that it was possible. I did doubt whether it could be done without hurting the wine, but now Ulo's a reality. We can take sulfites out of wine. It's the first product to do that, and it's a risk I'm glad I took.
People are looking for places to charge their devices. With the explosion of electronics that we all have, right? We all have extra appliances in our home and tablets and phones and all these things. People use and need these plugs every day. So what they end up doing is grabbing alternate solutions, right? They grab an extension cord or a power strip, which are unsightly. It's like sticking duct tape on a wall, right? It serves its purpose, but it's not an attractive solution.
Every morning I make coffee and turned it on, went away, came back, and it wasn't on because it wasn't plugged in. Somebody had unplugged it. There's a lot of inexpensive ways to expand your outlets. This is something that you don't have to hunt for it, you don't have to find it, it doesn't look unattractive, it blends in. It's a permanent solution for a common problem.
The immediate epiphany that I had is he came to me with this sketched up rough prototype of two outlets taped together. And I immediately went to all the use locations that I would use it for. You know, him from an engineering standpoint and me from a marketing standpoint, we've been launching consumer products for close to 30 years together now.
We do this day in and day out, but we're always doing it for another company. We've got this idea, we're passionate about it, it's something we're excited about. We really want to bring it to market, we want to see it become a reality.
We've gotten to the point, we've gotten through the engineering, we've gotten through the prototypes, and really we're to a point where we need to raise the capital to fund the tooling. We've already gone to UL and done preliminary evaluations. We have great confidence, but we're trying to raise the capital to fund those big expenses at the end of the project.
Our goal was to fit this entire thing into a regular box that you would have on your wall, whether it's an old work or new work application. And so that was what we accomplished. We got the housing small enough that it goes into your standard box that's in the wall, and you're doubling or tripling your receptacles without having to do major reconstruction on the house. We've put our blood, sweat, tears, and money into it, ourselves to get this up and off the ground. We really want to see it succeed. We want to see this in people's homes, see it helping them solve their problems and make it successful.